Good morning. Hi, Marmbo. Hi, Kev. You like the way I play the piano? I haven't played the piano since about 2018. After playing it from the time I was 8 years old until then. Retirement is one of the things that piano is one of the things I retired from. But in its place is journey since then too. And so pleased you could make it, Marmbo and Kev. No. Interestingly, I don't. I have become, since retirement, absolutely content with journey from the use of my hands and fingers. Hi, Kay back. Good morning to you. I don't think I'll lose the skill of it, having done it for so many years. What I would have lost was the conditioning, because there are muscles that you use to play the piano that one always takes for granted until a person is away from it for a while, and then if they try to step right back where they were, they find that their muscles are just very, very tender. So it would take some preparation to get back into it. Purple Mist, howdy do, how are you? Good to see you this day. And Kev, I don't mean to take that for granted, because it is a skill that is a lifetime can be spent on it, as you well know. But I rarely played just for my pleasure. Any piano playing I did in my career was for my career. When I return to piano, it's like my brain and my fingers aren't cooperating quite like they used to. Well, what I found out, I can't remember why. I was away from the piano at one point for 3 months. I don't even remember why. But what happened when I returned to it, I failed to realize that I needed to build back up to it. And I played like an hour, maybe at least an hour. And then the next 4 days, I was in excruciating pain from the muscles from my fingers to my elbow to my shoulder. So I just learned a lesson that you need to stay in condition. Don't take anything for granted. Oh, Kev, that's awesome. I had the honor of knowing several concert pianists in my years, and I just admire them so. My deceased husband's son is a harpsichordist professionally. Concerts and a professor at the university. And from the time he was little, he took piano, but he always loved the harpsichord. Sleepy Moth! Hi! that didn't work. Shockaroo. Barely made that. Bump my noggin. Yep, he bills them. He transports them to concerts. He tunes them. He repairs them. He has at least 2 that he owns. She's a professor also. Well, you can hardly make it solely on a professional as a concert artist. You just about have to have, well, that's the way it's just been forever, I think. You just about have to have an occupation, a job, just like in the courts of when Mozart and all those guys were doing their thing. They taught, they composed, they performed. Oh boy, I'm just barely on the edge of that. Just did make that. Standing right, look at that, right on the edge. Flying blind. Yeah, adjunct could possibly be. So, as a professor, there are expectations for articles, books, compositions, performances. So I would think that one would need to very much love their work. And there's, as some of you may know, because you are an artist in some genre, creativity is extremely demanding, just even for your own pleasure. And one almost, I hate to use the word mood, but one almost needs to be in the mood to create. And then it can be an exhausting experience. So when one is dependent on their gifts and creativity and that realm, I can't even imagine the challenges when you're expected on a daily basis for years of your life to be presenting something. How exhausting that must be. And practice time. All of that's got to be in there too. The one thing I have found from musicians, vocalists, is that an excellent, strong, good memory is a necessity. And that was never one of my gifts. I really had to work hard for that, to remember when I sat down to the piano what I was supposed to play from my head. And singing the same thing whenever memorization was important. I never knew when I was going to have a glitch, so that was pretty scary. No, it didn't seem to be anything I could do about it. And I think, of course, one tends to remember those frightening experiences when you open your mouth and nothing comes out when you're supposed to be singing in front of a group of people. Or when you sit down to the piano and you're the only one around and they're waiting for you to play. So, I mean, I couldn't have made a career of it if that was an habitual problem. But it happened enough to make an imprint on my brain. All right, we didn't meet anybody in Broken Bridges on the PS4, so we're going to go to the Pink Desert, give some chirp shout outs, and hope we find a friend with whom to share. I only do it in the shower and the car. Go Kev! Yeah, it'd be hard to fit a piano in the shower or in the car. I assumed that. But I'm glad you do enjoy singing. I think we innately appreciate music. There's plenty of genres within the music realm that you can find to enjoy. The big downside to piano is you can't take it with you, usually. And every piano is different. That's true. I had a Baldwin. It was not a grand, but I had a Baldwin for years. And I had the piano tech weight the keys that would be equivalent to a grand. So when I was practicing on my Baldwin at home, I was keeping my fingers in shape for the heavier keys. Yeah, it's true. The pedal action and the keys. There's so many facets. But when you are playing quality pianos, the adjustments are slight because there's so many minute things we do with the keys with our fingers, the way we approach it, either going into the key or away from the key. So many variables on how one's style and technique is accomplished. Oh my goodness, look at that. So in order to be able to, well, people, I don't even know if y'all remember Liberace, but there are people who actually, when they do worldwide concerts, they take their piano with them, their very own. And they also have a piano technician on their staff for professional ones. Also, when you go to a venue where they're providing you with a grand piano, you get there in enough time to spend some time at the piano, maybe not much. I guess the more professional you get, you don't have to worry about that, but they spend time. I heard the chirp. I saw the glow. Where are you? Where did you go? Are you up in the air? I don't see a glow. Now, there. I see a glow. There you are. Hi. Also, my stepson takes his harpsichord with him wherever he goes, so he's always playing the same instrument. Oh, look at that interesting lines and the stair steps. Yeah, that's pretty. I'm so glad you caught me. Thank you for that. Now I have a friend to do these silly things with. Cha-cha-cha. Whoopee. And then when you think about the variables of the human body in trying to be a professional singer, oh my goodness, did you ever go far? It's just an incredible thing. You have to stay hydrated. Yeah, you've got colds, allergies, all kinds of variables that you're dealing with the human body. When you don't feel good, when you've got a stomach ache, whatever, you still have to get out there and perform. Hauling my electric piano to one event was enough for me. Oh gosh, yeah. Think I got this. Are you going to come help me? Ah! Look at that. Oh, it did work. Okay. We got it. We got it. You had one chasing you. Cool. Look at you ride that one. Nice. Oh, that is so pretty. Yeah, look at you go. That's hilarious. How do you sing? Oh, listen, I sang with laryngitis once. I was in Japan, and it was like a 21-hour flight on the plane, and then the next day I had to sing a 30-minute concert, and I had laryngitis from the dry air on the plane. It was just, but I don't know how it happened other than a miracle. The person that had asked me to be there said, just go out there and don't think about laryngitis. Just open your mouth and sing. And it was extra work because I kept having to open my throat wider. But I made it. And then the worst ones are when you've got a stomach ache or digestive issues, because you just can't stop and run to the bathroom just because you've got to go. It's just amazing to me that the body is a human instrument. I guess that's just oof. So one always has to be conscientious of staying well and doing wise things to stay well. It's quite a regimen and a discipline. Like, I was taught way back that I would not be able to sing and teach because the talking would harm my cords. The constant teaching would harm my cords for singing. But I learned that my speaking should be the same as my singing as far as production, and should be on the air, not with the muscles of the throat. And so I did learn how to manage teaching along with singing. And also the rest, sleep, being able to function. Sleep was very important, a scheduled sleep time. But the worst thing about it for me was, not the worst, but certainly the most challenging, was I'm not a nighttime person. As you all know, I get up and go at 5 a.m. every morning. And I think I told this story to you all. When I was getting my master's degree, and we were required to do a certain number of operas to earn that degree, I had a 30-minute drive to the university and back because I got my degree while I had a family. So one evening after opera presentation, it was about 2 a.m. in the morning, and I was headed home. And I don't know how it happened, but all of a sudden I became aware of the fact that I didn't know where I was on the interstate. And what I had done, either fallen asleep or a stupor or whatever you want to call it, I had turned the opposite direction on the interstate and was headed toward New Orleans, which, I don't know, it seems like it was about maybe an hour before I realized or became aware that I didn't know where I was. So I had to keep driving until I saw a sign, something that told me where I was on the interstate. Whoa! That was close. And then I turned around and went back. And then I was struggling even more to stay awake. So I got home about, I don't know, 3:30 or 4 a.m. in the morning. So during that time of getting my master's, I was a mother, a wife, had a full-time job. Maybe that's why I don't miss much. Oh, right over it. Fran, get it. Oh my goodness, what are we doing? All right. But anyway, I'm grateful I lived through that. I really do believe I was asleep. And I don't know how I didn't have a wreck or whatever because... Oh, it's still too far. Did you get it? Oh my goodness, what are we doing? I do. I am. I retired and I never looked back at wanting to do anything in music again. But I did get to fulfill a part of my dream by being associated with a veterinary clinic, both in Tennessee and in Georgia. Ooh, that was close, but not close enough. So this time spent here in Journey with you all is just the best. I got it. I sat on it. I am having fun. And thank you for being here to make it fun. Hope you have a beautiful rest of your day and stay safe. Love and hugs, K-Back. Safe travels on the bus. Hope the weather's decent. Yay! Whee! Let's go through a window, friend. Can we go through a window? Well, not that way. Not even that way, because I'm not getting his inset. How crazy. Maybe then? Yep, I got his inset and missed the window. Okay, Sleepy Moth, love and hugs. Thank you for being here. No inset, because I'm not cha-chaing. Cha-cha. Okay, that I got, but I missed the window. Oh, you just flew through. That wasn't a sit, was it? Bong against the walls and the window frames. Nope, right between the two windows. How about right or left? Oops, not even that. Come on, let's do it. Oh, goodness. I don't know why that went off to the left. I must have bumped you or something. Oh, that didn't get us inset. I was already up in the air. Oh, that was not as inset either. Marmbo, I need some cha-cha. Cha-cha-cha. Nope, still didn't get his inset. There we go. I got it, finally. I coordinated them both. Come on through the window, friend. Hi, sweet girl. She gets up in that box and you can't even tell she's there because it's so dark in that corner. Yay, friendo! Thank you for catching me and playing these silly games. Well, those 3 cha-chas worked, Marmbo. Thank you. We got it. Woo! Flying through the air with the greatest of ease. Going to get this symbol. Woohoo! Oh, we forgot that other place to play games at that other place. Nope, I didn't get that. Trying to get a drunken face plant. And I didn't get that either. Didn't get that either. Oh dear, I used to get these so much more quickly. Not even that. Cav, love and hugs. I hope you have a safe day. Thank you for coming and spending time. Oops, I tripped up the step, but I didn't get a drunken face plant. No, it's just not working because my thumb can't move as fast. Nope. Goodness gracious. What am I doing? I'm not getting 6 beats in, that's for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope. I get about 4 and then I'm lost. Oh, see, I tripped up the step. That's hilarious. 10, moving your thumb too fast, Mom. I can't imagine that, 10. Too fast. I used to have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Aha! 10 cars, Sumo. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. It's the technique, not my thumb. Huh? I mean, not my old age. Just circled right around there. Thank you, 10. Well, let's see. I'm going to move this back out because I can't see. There we go. Now you can see both my babies. One in the window and one on the love seat. So I changed my mini key light to light up my lap from straight above instead of from an angle over to the left. And nobody wants to sit in my lap anymore. They both they came this morning, first Licorice, but when I have 2 screens in front of me and a phone and an iPad. So when Licorice starts seeing things moving around, he leaves. Especially the lower gaming screen that's probably within 10 inches of his face. When the traveler appears, starting the game, he perks up, stares, ears up, and then he leaves. He doesn't like that. And Callie then came and sat in my lap immediately when he left. She got all of her loving on her chin and top of her head, and rubbing her ears. And then she left. So I about decided I'm going to have to get my stuffed animals out. And when the cats leave, put a stuffed animal in my lap and let y'all guess what it is. Well, none of that worked. I have been able to get up there from the side with the help of the wind, but not today. Car Sumo, I hope you're having a beautiful Tuesday. The weather's nice, comfortable. I haven't heard you mention fishing yet, so I guess maybe the waters haven't warmed up enough for that. But it isn't like you don't have things to do because you're still working on your remodeling. And then all the side jobs you do for your sister and brother-in-law. So you do keep busy. Oh, that's the beauty of retirement. You can say, I haven't done much today, and if you don't want to do anything, you don't have to. I enjoy that. The only daily commitment that I have is to be sure that my kitty cats get fed and their litter boxes get cleaned, and then the rest is just snuggles. Well, that's not true. I do get up at 5 and feed them, and then I get set up from 5:30 to 6 before I stream. I don't even consider that work. Of course, if everything's operating correctly. Removed all my kitchen cabinet doors yesterday and have new ones coming soon. And I already had a dumpster rented, and I'll be without doors for a week or two. Well, you don't have cats that would be exploring the new domain. Licorice has really gotten demanding about wanting to get into all closed doors. He's figured out how to open the sliding closet door, but he hasn't figured out how to open the doors. In my place don't have any knobs. Just have spaces at the top. It's just a square piece of wood in front of the opening with no handles or anything, so you just touch the top of the door and swing it open. But he hasn't figured out how to manage that opening yet. But whenever I have to be quick when I open my doors, because he'll go in the cabinets. And he's also figured out that's where I keep the food. So I think that's one reason why he wants to open the door. Coming! Now, are these going to be finished doors, or are you going to paint them? Are they wood or some kind of... I don't even know what doors are made of besides wood. Metal? I don't see you doing metal. You're too earth-oriented to do metal things. Primed, okay, so they're wood and you can paint them. Hi, friend! You are so much fun! All right, paint them and connect them. Do a face plant. Don't get us separated. Do a face plant. They are already drilled for concealed hinges too. Nice. Wow. I just remember that I've always loved old houses, and then my husband did too. So we had whenever we did anything minor like you're speaking of, no major, tearing wood out or anything, but just minor things like changing cabinet doors and painting and stuff, we did often find challenges of, what's the word called, leveling, because everything was not really that square. So hopefully all my old hinges will fit without having to move them on the frame. Oh yeah, I hope so. When we lived in the 1898 old Victorian home, we didn't even try anything of our, on our own. We remodeled the kitchen and we remodeled the attic and added a bathroom up there. So we had the means to, we loved wood, so we had mahogany put up in the attic, floors and walls, ceiling. Sad part about it was Earl, by the time it was finished, it was supposed to be his room, his office, his place of beauty, but by the time it was finished, he couldn't walk anymore, so we couldn't get up the stairs. But it was his ideas and some of mine, but mostly his, that made it the beautiful place it was. And in the bathroom off the office area of the attic was done with everything was old-fashioned, exposed pipes, copper, the clawfoot tub and old sink and stuff. So it was beautiful. Mine is 1967, and the kitchen floor is 1 inch lower on one side. Oh my gosh. So lots of leveling was involved in installing them. Yeah. Well, we just totally changed the whole kitchen and pantry area of the house. We put down stone floors and beautiful wood cabinets, and what are you putting in the middle of your kitchen? Island. We had an island we built. It was beautiful. We had marble countertops. Oh, that's great, Tin. Anyway, it was the last major thing. The house I bought after Earl died when I moved to Georgia was just a nice little cottage, craftsman cottage, and I didn't do anything to it. I just kept it painted as it needed it over the 11 years, outside or inside. I enjoyed the opportunities I had, especially with Earl, because he was very creative and appreciated beautiful things too. And he was a very good, not shopper, but he knew how to find things reasonably priced that we could manage on our budget at that time for remodeling. And that remodeling came after Katrina. See, we had also our insurance money that we very carefully budgeted to replace windows in the roof and take care of extra things while we were fixing the house up that we dreamed of doing. But there again, once the house was finished and completely done, Earl died in March of 2009, and I sold the house in December of 2009 and moved to my new job in Georgia from Mississippi in 10. So we didn't get to share much of it, but we had fun working together on it. This is a great friend. Thank you for flying with me. I just love it. Here we are. Are you going to take me on an out of bounds tour? I will follow you. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Ooh, look at that. That was a smooth move. Hey, friendo! Where are you gonna take me? Higher and higher. Yay! Well, I am serious if you feel so led. I would love to have pictures. I mean, before and after would be cool, but I would just love to see the work and the way you put things together. I'm fascinated by such planning, building, remodeling. Oh, when I moved here, my dream was to have a tiny house, and I wanted it to be a floating home on one of the lakes around here. But John, in his wisdom, said, that would be a hard sell because it's a minority of the market, blah, 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 blah. So he suggested that we go with conventional things for right now because we don't know how long we're going to be here. I don't know how long I'm going to be on this earth, but how long they're going to stay. In Seattle. They've already been here like 10 years or so. But anyway, so we didn't go that route. And then yesterday, there was an article that a boat floating home called a tugboat, it probably was a converted tugboat, but anyway, had been in one of the docks in berths for years. People had been living there for years, and all of a sudden it started sinking. So they had to call in all the people that are specialists, that salvagers and people who check gasoline leaks or oil leaks or whatever is the motive power for that boat that was also a home. Diesel fuel. Oh, look at this. How cool. So that one is destroyed, and now they're salvaging it today and cleaning up the spill. And that was fun. Whoopsie. Well, the thing about it is, for me, I'm not saying it's for you, but for me, I kept things so many times, but I never used them. All the 11 years that oh my goodness gracious, that I lived in that house. Half the stuff that I had in the garage. Oh, and the garage was just a single car garage that used to have a buggy or something in it. whatever I had, wherever it was stored, I didn't use it. Whatever was out is what I used, and I realized then, and I'd already downsized hugely from the Victorian home to come to the Craftsman home. But even then, when I came here, John said we just needed to get rid of everything but bare minimums. That's what we did, too. I let go of a lot of things that I didn't think I could let go of. Yay, friend, look at us go! Through the air all the way. Yay! Here we are! Good job! We didn't stay out of bounds long, but that's okay. So I'm in this one-bedroom unit here that hardly has any storage. And then we have a storage thing downstairs that may be 12 feet tall and 5 feet wide. And I haven't touched any of that stuff down yonder either. But I've followed tiny houses and their bills and everybody's personal creativity to realize, you know, that I am a minimalist, so I can live with minimal things. Just make sure I've got an internet connection and I can stream. But knowing how much, if Earl had lived, knowing how much we'd loved being outside, hiking in the mountains, walking on the beach, wherever we could be outside, sharing the beauty of nature together, that's where we could be. But I have a feeling if he had not had the cancer and died, that I would not be streaming today. I would not be in Seattle, Washington. I don't know where he would have chosen to retire. We visited the mountains in Georgia and the beaches wherever we were. I know he would have loved everything about this place. But I don't know how in the world we would have ever ended up here either. So. We just go with the flow. Well, people, I think that I followed on YouTube, I follow a particular person who actually originated years ago about the tiny house movement, and he lives in New Zealand. But people that garden or carpenters or whatever, their living space is generally the tiny house plus a deck, covered or not, and then they have an outbuilding because they live on the, what do you call it, on the grid. Then they have an outbuilding for any gardening tools, implements, in your case, fishing equipment. You want to go this way? Okay. Wow, did we get it? Oh, so close. That is bizarre. You chirped really large and it didn't take it. Maybe it's only going to take it from the front. And most of the people move out to land because of city or suburb living they just are tired of. So they like to be out on property. And woods or forests or oceans or wherever they choose to live. Oh, you're going up that way. Okay, I can do that. Alrighty, I made it. I don't know where I am and I don't know where I need to be, but I'm here. Ah! How about that? My friend, where did you go? Woo, you're going on way higher than I. Where is that? There it is. Yay! Here we are, friendo! Alrighty, here we go. Da 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 da. Got it! Whoopee, missed it. That didn't even have a thing to it. What do you call it? Momentum. Alrighty, I made it. 10-car sumo taught me how to do this. Yay! Donut! Happy day! Hope yours is going great! Well, I can't get up there. I don't know why, but it's not working. There we go. Thank you, thank you. You too, absolutely. If I'm here, it's a happy day. If I'm not, it's a happy day. But it's a better day being here on a happy day. Yeah, Tim's been along. Don't know if he's got somebody with him in a journey or not. He hadn't mentioned being in a journey. Yay, friend! The Renaissance Man. There you go. For the truth. That is the truth. Come on in. Come on in. Let's do it. I'm sitting down outside the circle. Oh, I'm standing up now outside the circle. Cooking, baking, computing, construction, fishing. Impressive. Gaming? You left out gaming. Well, I guess that's covered with computers. All right, there's my friend we met in the Pink Desert. Went to Underground and Sunken City, and here we are going to Paradise together. Yay, friend! Cha-cha-cha! Doo-doo. What is this shadow? Oh, that's a wrinkle. Okay, I was trying to figure out why I had a shadow when the light is straight above me. Not really. They're just fun. They fly, they chirp, and they're willing to take me along. Nothing particularly identifiable as far as path or skills. Just a great companion. We did do some of the tricks in Pink Desert together, or tried them. Maybe you've identified them. Do you have a clue who it is? Who this is? Know it to it. A person. Yep. Got Zen jumps in. And they didn't do any drop, shoot, face plant, jump stuff or anything like that. But I think they know the journey business for sure. Huh, they must have gotten cold. You can never tell? There's just maybe three things that can happen with a person three different things that can happen with a person that may give me a clue. Like it's what do you call it when it's somebody's mark or I can't think of the word, but anyway. There are a few things certain people do, like for waves. I don't think I made it out. Just a second. Sits on the tops of the gates in paradise and loves the view. Or will fly down here on the other side of that entrance building and draw in the snow. I was trying to think of some other standard things that waves does. Oh, sitting at the gate to wait for longtail. A tail, that's right. That works for sure. And Tin's tail is that he will demonstrate things in the game, and then when I don't get them, he'll type me the instructions in chat. Pretty quick giveaway. And then I have about 4 people who snipe me that can just fly. Well, Tin's one of them too, but fly, 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 fly. Infinite boost, Zen jumps, drop shoots, you just name it. You know, they're just all over the place, and I love to just sit and watch each of those individuals fly. Marquis, happy day, welcome. Wonderful to see you. K-Back was here and had to go to work, and Sleepy Moth had to go, and Kev had to go. So glad you could make it. No, when it comes to that, then, you know, it could be anybody. Pippin or Kev or, you know, a dozen people can do that for sure. All the fancy flying and tricks. But we're climbing this mountain together. Look at us go. Woo! When I watch seals stream, they often know the companion immediately. Many people can do that, One Donut. I'm just one of those that has to really work at it. Tim's pretty good at it. He'll type in my chat that he believes he knows who it is, but he doesn't give it away. So a lot of y'all are really great at figuring out who's who. Oh, look at you flying. You still got enough scarf to put the flight pattern to work. Thank you, we stayed connected. Yay. Ah, the sun is rising on the water, lighting up some of the ships in the harbor. Lovely. Oh, listen, yesterday, between like 4 o'clock and dark, which is around 9 now, I think. We had 2 pods of transient orcas spotted along this area, the coast, I guess you could say, on the Puget Sound, and so at least 20, I can't remember if it was 20 or 29 whales were spotted. They were all playing. It was not a hunting expedition. So they broke up into like 3 groups moving parallel on the east side, on the west side, and down the middle. They went by here, but I couldn't see them because I don't have binoculars yet. So the 20 to 29 split up into 3 groups, playing and romping and jumping. And the sun was out, and it was like 50 degrees outside. It was a beautiful day. All the 2 and 3 weeks before it, they've been in hunting mode, stealth, skimming along the top. But yesterday was, I joined an app that keeps up with these things, so I get alerts. But I got to get a pair of binoculars in order to see them go through the channel area here. They'll say something like, the persons that are allowed to type in that chat that are spotters and approved will say something like, the middle transient pod just is in the ferry lanes between Bainbridge and Seattle, something like that. And also they alert all boaters, including the ferries, when there are orca pods in the pathways, so that they can either cut their engines or at least be on the lookout for them. Goodness gracious, we are going high, friend! Very smart. Very, very smart. And I have been looking up, since they are the apex predator, I've been looking up things. They attack sharks too, great whites and everything. And actually, I don't understand the technique, but they just, when they go after a shark, like a great white, they just swim as fast as they can and plow into their side, and that disorients the shark, and then they don't have any trouble having that shark for a meal. Yeah, Marquis, they're a fascinating group. Oh, and also when they're in hunting mode, our people who post these things for those of us who are members of that app, they will say, watch at your own discretion, because they are able to, video the kills, like the sea lions or the seals or whatever they're going after. And I found out the resident whales, there's two groups, transients and residents. The residents are primarily fish eaters. Their main diet is salmon, Chinook salmon. And then the transients are mainly, we can't say meat eaters, but large prey like seals and sea lions and sharks, but rarely fish like salmon. They don't eat that. They don't like it, so they don't go for it. I'm coming, friend. You are just staying in the sky forever and ever. Oh, wow, that was a big jerk. So now there's this discussion. They used to just call them all orcas. I don't know. But now they're ready to prepare to call them 2 different species within their, what do you call it, genre, whatever it is. Which before now, all orcas were just orcas anywhere around the world. But here, their feeding habits, the fact that the residents stay around here and the transients move through, it's fascinating. It's on WhatsApp, and you have to be invited. So, my son had been accepted for years, and then he reached out. He knows how to do those things, I don't. And asked if I could be brought on board, and they let me come on board. Yay, friend! Thank you! Oh, you want me to sit down here? Okay, wait just a second. I will sit down here. Oh, how pretty. I got a picture of us sitting here. Yeah. And you know, the different, I can't tell you what kind of fish they are, but in the deep sea, when they're trying to protect themselves, they make like a tornado. The fish turn into a spinning tornado. And it's for their protection and to either confuse or thwart the predators. I mean, all kinds of stuff. It's just fascinating to me. The sea is certainly a life unto itself, with as much diversity as our land has. Plants and dwellers, ocean dwellers. All right, friend, I'm going to draw you a heart. This is for you. Yay! This is for chat. Thank you for your company. This is for viewers. Thank you for choosing to spend your time here with us and journey. And this is for our fur babies, feather baby skin, baby scale, babies leaf, baby stick, babies prickle babies, and rock babies. Woohoo! Yes, sirree. You gonna draw us a picture? This is so funny. Yes, that is who I am. Who are you? We want to know who you are. We know who I am. Oh. Thank you for that. Now draw us a picture of you. Zephyr stones! I don't think different orca groups should be speciated because they have variant cultures between pods. That to me sounds like an overreaction on our part. Well, somehow or other, what I was reading, this is the way all the other species are designated, and if their behavior, I mean, fish are fish, but, I mean, mammals too, that makes a difference, but apparently, if it is diverse enough and the two don't mix, and they have different diets and different, should I say ranges, they fit all the criteria for making them a different classification within. I don't know enough about to describe groups, that's not even the right word. But that has been proposed now that they have their own designation within orcas because their behavior is, their sizes are different. Well, that would make sense too, that their sizes would be different. The residents are smaller than the transients. Their fins, their dorsal fins are different in shape and length. I sure don't, but I'm fascinated reading about those who do. Well, that's wise, isn't it? Zephyr stone. And that could be what they were describing. And I just don't know my terms well enough to say it correctly. Thank you, my friend. You never did tell us who you are. Thank you for your company. For catching me in the pink desert. I was alone till you arrived. And I'll read some more about it, Zephyrstone, so I can learn better how to communicate these discoveries I'm making. And I love the fact that the aquarium here, maybe all aquariums around the world do it, but the aquarium here brings in sick and injured animals and restores them to health. And if their injuries are not too bad, once they're all healed, they really release them back to their habitat in the ocean. But if they have an injury, like, what do you call that? Spinosis? Spinal something or other. Some of the fish are born with that crooked spine instead of the straight that they're supposed to have. They would not be able to survive in the wild, so they keep them. Stoniosis or something like that. Oh, I can't remember. Why do I talk about things I can't talk about? Their brains are huge. Well, and also the orcas, if I'm not mistaken, Zephyr Stones, correct me if I'm wrong, are part of the porpoise family somehow in that chain of stuff. And so they are brilliant, just like porpoise, dolphins, something in that area. We have specialist human groups within our own race too, like the usually very small pygmy people of central and northern Congo, or the northern Canadian Inuit people, who are some of the only people in the world with the ability to subsist almost exclusively on a meat-only diet, mostly by necessity. True. Mortal Sin, welcome. You have entered in an educational moment for me. Zephyr Stones is teaching me a few facts about a few things. Bean, welcome. Have I mostly missed the stream? Yeah, but you're here, and that's what counts. That's what's important. Thank you, Austin Wintory and team. Thank you, TGC. Thank you, John Nesky, Matt Nava. Speaking of ocean life, I saw on the Today Show 2 seal pups were released today. Nice. Grew up enough to live. That's wonderful. We often see seals when we go out on the boat. They're on the rock. What do you call those things? Breakers? Stacked rocks that break the water from coming into the port areas so strongly. Or where the berthing areas where the boats are docked. And we see, what are those tall birds that sometimes stand on pelican? No. I can't remember. He's a very tall bird. So chunky and adorable. What did you say, One Donut? Well, that's the thing about that I was telling you, that app. They say, you know, be careful in watching this because they're hunting, and it's amazing. I mean, it's terrible for their meal, but they flip the seals way up in the air with their tails so that they're stunned when the seals hit the water, and you know, just like I said, plowing into the side of big things like sea lions. You know, they're several thousand pounds. No, that's true. It's a predatory life that we live in. The only natural enemy of orcas and whales is man. So instead of watching over and caring for the delicate balance of life that the sea also provides for the earth, for the land, we mess things up too, like overfishing, overkilling, and stuff like that. Yeah. out till we find out who our friend is today. Yep, container ships, that's right. All right, get ready. We're going to find out who this is. Picture time. Yeah. I'm not sure how dolphins and other cetacean groups are separately. Oh, hey, alorianna. Happy day. Thank you for catching me and spending time with me here and with our friends here. What a great surprise. Thank you. Chirp, 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 chirp. Awesome. Awesome journey. Yay, that's right, Donut. Okay, so now today is Tuesday, and guess what that means? It's hit it time on my calendar, so we're gonna dance our way into Tuesday. What a great time we've had today together. A very relaxing but yet fun and challenging journey. Please be safe, be aware of your surroundings, and let's come together again soon in the Sand Snow Stream and chat a journey. Yeah, yay, Dude Fish, for giving us this beautiful opportunity to share. Alrighty, so here we go. Love and hugs, everybody. Please be safe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow, it's only a day away. Here we go. Later. Jumping.